What's going on, everybody? Let's have a little Bible study, shall we? So today we're going to be reading Exodus chapter 17, verse 12. And it says, "And Moses' hands grew tired. They took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset." So what's going on in this particular verse is that there is a battle, and the Israelite army, who is being now led by Joshua, is fighting this battle against the Amalekites, right? And the Amalekites are the descendants of, or the people of the grandson of Esau. So that's not important for right now, but it's something to keep in mind that Esau, they were just had such a hatred toward the Israelite people. The Amalekites had such a hatred toward the Israelite people because they are the grandson of Esau. So that generational disdain has been traveling down further and further. So they're in this battle, and Moses gets up early in the morning, and God tells him, if you hold your staff up, right, as long as you keep holding your staff up, you will win this battle. But the minute that you let your staff down, that's when you will lose the battle. So Moses had been holding his staff up for all this time, and then he began to become tired. He got a little weary, got a little, whatever. So Aaron, which is the older brother of Moses, and then Hur, which is another high leader, right, general leader. They set a stone under him, and they hold his hands up so that he can sit down but still keep his hands raised, because that was the thing, to keep your hands raised, and they would prevail. So this to me is a very amazing story of and again, you guys are getting that sneak peek into what I'm going to be speaking about this coming Sunday. But it is a great representation of working together generationally, right? You have Moses, who is the highest, right, of them all. And then you have Aaron and Hur, who are right under him, even though they're in the same age range, but they're under him. Actually, Aaron is older than him, but they're under him as far as like spiritual covering wise and yada yada, right? So they're under, and then you have the younger, what's considered the younger generation, or the next generation, which is Joshua, right? Joshua is under them. He has just gotten leadership over the younger ones, which are the ones who are fighting in the army, and they're getting their training in battle while battle is going on. So you have all these generations of people, and my message is about passing that baton, but also working together. I can't just, if I pass the baton back and I say stick, the person behind me says stick, that I know to pass the baton back, but I have to be willing to let the baton go, and I have to be willing to work together as a team. I can't say, well, because I'm Moses and I'm at the top, then I don't need your help, or whatever. Or I can't say, well, because I'm Aaron and I'm older than you, I won't come under subjection to you, right? So it's all about working together and working cohesively to move the body of Christ forward, to move the army of God forward, and then allowing that next generation to take their spot when the time is appropriate, but also when they are equipped, right? And then equipping that next generation to equip the generation after them, and letting them know that eventually you're going to be in my position, and then I'm going to be in their position, and they're going to be, and it's just going to, that's why I said the track is a circle, because it's a continuous thing. The person running the race, the person waiting for the person to grab the baton, eventually is going to be the person running around, and they're also going to be eventually the person passing the baton. yeah, they're going to be eventually the person passing the baton again, and then they're going to be eventually the person reaching for the baton, because just because you pass a baton doesn't mean that there isn't another baton that you need to grab hold on to. Just because you might have to pass the minister baton to somebody else, that doesn't mean that now there's no baton for you. And I think that's the separation that we have sometimes. We don't want to pass that CEO baton because we feel like there's nothing greater, there's nothing more. We don't want to pass the bishop baton because there's nothing better than, there's nothing greater, there's nothing going to come after this. But there's always going to be something. It might be in another field. You might pass the bishop's baton or the apostle's baton, and you might discover like, hey, now I need to establish other things, other ministries, other organizations. I need to go out into other countries, other cities, other states, other towns. I might even need to, maybe you start writing books, maybe start doing memoirs. Maybe I need to start in not televangelist, but televising things. Or maybe I need to, whatever it is. When you retire from a job, retiring doesn't mean that your life is over. Sometimes people retire and they still do other works. They still do things that are greater, have a greater impact because they have more of the time. Like, for example, myself, I work in theater. I do a lot of directing and things like that. But if I were to ever retire, it would never really be me retiring. I would then start training other directors, other choreographers, other musical theater people. Then I would start doing different things within the same field. If I were to ever retire as a minister or as a preacher, I would still be doing other things, training up other people, going out to witness to other people. The retiring doesn't mean that it's over. Passing the baton doesn't mean that the race is finished. It doesn't mean that the race is done. It just means that you have now passed the baton, and now you're moving on to your next course, to your next destination, right? So my prayer and my encouragement is that we understand that passing the baton is a beautiful thing, but withholding it from someone is dangerous, because the race will not continue, just like I said yesterday. But with that being said, make sure you're following this guy right here. Make sure you like the video, share the video, favorite the video, comment on the video, repost the video, and do all the things, and all the things. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and light. Bye.